Hey everybody, welcome to our weekly top 10. We actually do two sets of top 10s. We did three last time. We're not doing it this time because I didn't see the value of that. But mainly what we do is the top 10 degenerate funds, yield only, highest yield, regardless of NAV erosion, regardless of anything else. Who's paying the most yield? Um, then we also do top 10 total returners. Um, who's growing and paying. They're all yielding funds, and we'll go over the yields and the total returns on both lists as we go through. But first, we're at the degenerate list. These are based on annualized yield only. They're averaging 161% if you average the 10 of them. 161% annualized yield. Awesome. Off the list is Round Hill's Bitcoin covered call strategy, YBTC. It's paying 81 cents a week, 143% annualized return, which is awesome. Just didn't make the cut this week. They were number 10. Total return is positive. So, people say you can't get that kind of yield and have a positive total return. Yes, you can. And I'll show you that. I'll show you a chart on one of these in a minute. But their total return is 24% with dividend reinvestment, 22% without. I average those two, it's 23%. The average is 161 of the 10. Total return is negative on if you average the top 10. But some of them will shock you. So let's go right into it. Number 10 down from number 8 is IOYY. It's a yield boost fund, pays weekly. They do put credit spreads on 2x funds. On this one, the underlying is IonQ, is the single leverage. IONL is the double leverage. That's the put credit spread. They average 50 cents a week, 148% annualized yield. Total return average, annualized, negative 18%. Number 9, down from number 4, is Bitwise Mara covered call strategy. They pay monthly. Their ticker's IMRA. They average $2.04 a month. That has trended down. So we'll see what their next one is. It's not this week, but I'll have to check on that date. 148.79% annualized yield. Total return, negative 18%. Number 8, previously unranked, is back on the list. It's been there before. Yield boost, Tesla, put credit spreads on double leverage Tesla. TSYY is the ticker. It's my largest holding. I love this fund. Averaging 14 cents a week, 152% annualized yield, negative 16% annualized total return. Better if you drip it, which I do, negative 16% versus negative 17%, but I do drip that. And the price of the fund's gone down. That's where your negative total return is. It's paying massive. So we'll see what happens. Reverse split, maybe. Not worried about it. So number 7 down from number 5 is a yield boost Mara strategy, MAAY. Averages 41 cents a week, paying 154%. Total return, very negative, 122%. I do own that. And yeah, I want to see positive total return as well, but we got to, we'll talk about this in a second. Yield versus total return. Can you get both? Where is the sweet spot? We may have found it. We'll see. So number 6, up from number 9, is yield boost. Coinbase, double leverage Coinbase strategy. COYY is the ticker. 23 cents per week, 154% annualized gain, 69% negative total return. As we expect with all of these, really, but you're going to be shocked in a minute. I was when I saw this. Up from number 7 to number 5, yield boost, RTYY, 55 cents per week average, 155% annualized yield, total return negative 101%. Number 4, up from number 6, is round till 0 DTE on the S&P. XDTE is the ticker. $1.19 a week. Now this one's a little tricky because round till on these index funds at the end of the year they pay massive. They did it last year and did it again this year. Normally they pay well under $1, but they paid $1.38, $2.05, and now a little bit back to normal at 16 cents. But we got to take the average. It's $1.19 average, so that will drop as the weeks go on. But right now they're 156% annualized yield based on those three and the current price. And total return is positive 16% if you reinvest, 12% if you don't. That's 14% if you average those two. So yes, you can get yield and total return. But I do expect this one to change. So that's kind of a special circumstance. I would not reinvest. I would not invest in this just based on that, because that annualized yield will come back down to normal. I promise. Well, I don't promise anything. Not financial advice. You know that. So number three, remaining at number three, Bitwise, MSTR covered calls, IMST. It's monthly, $1.90. It's coming down, so we'll see what their next one will be. But right now it's 166% annualized yield. Total return is down, negative 39%, kind of as expected. Number two, remaining at number two, another Round Hill Index Fund. This one's on the NASDAQ. I do own this. QDTE. Again, look at this payment. $1.91, $1.08, now 15 cents. So, this is another special circumstance, but we got to count it. I mean, they did pay it. So that's 176% annualized yield. Annualized total return with reinvestment, 19%. Without, 13%. You average those two, it's 16%. But total return and yield. Now, again, special circumstance, so we can't, develop a theory based just on those two, because those are weird. But I like weird. So, remaining at number one, no surprise, ICOI. Bitwise, Coinbase, covered calls, monthly, $2.93 average per month. That's come down as well the last three, so we'll see what the next one will do. But right now, 202% annualized yield. This is what's going to shock you. Total return if you reinvest, negative 4%. If you don't, positive 22%. So if you bought this, and I'll show you the chart, say 10,000 invested at inception. I did not buy it at inception, so my numbers are different. If you bought it at inception, 10 grand, I'm going to show you the differences here. Top is if you did reinvest the distributions. It launched April 3rd, so it's not even a year old. Launched at $48. It's only at 17, so a lot of NAV erosion for sure. You started with 206 shares, the 10 grand. Now you have 563 shares. You've been paid $39 in 0.7 years. Total return is negative 3.5, annualized negative 4.55. So not terrible on a massive yield like that. But if you did not reinvest, you still got the $39 in distributions. Whether you use them to live off of or bought something else, doesn't matter. You got paid, so that does count towards it. You just don't own any more shares. You have not been buying it on the way down. So same entry price, same ending price, but your gain now is 17% total return. Annualized, it's 22%. It hasn't been a year yet, so they factor that in. So your 10 grand is now 11,750 in 0.7 years. Wanted to show you that. Shocking, because can you get massive yield and positive total return? Yes, you certainly can. That's the theory. I mean, there it is on paper. Not financial advice, but do your own research. But I researched it. This is my research, and awesome. All right, so enough of my babbling. Let's go to the top 10 total returners. Off the list is Defiance AMD Fund, AMDU, pays 20 cents a week, 58% annualized yield, Total return, 64% if you average the two, with and without reinvestment. So there you go. You can get yield and total return. There is no like magic number. It depends on the underlying, depends on the strategy, which we're all trying to figure out. I don't think we ever will completely figure it out, but that's why we keep this spreadsheet. So average of the 10, it's a 47% yield and a 125% total return. Massive. Number 10, previously unranked. This is what booted AMD. AMD was number 5. It got booted for this fund, which is a Rex Shares Growth and Income Fund on NVIDIA, NVII. They're paying 18 cents a week. That is a 34% yield. Total return is 74%. So yes. Up from number 10 to number 9 is Roundhill, Robinhood, covered calls. HOW is the ticker. 60 cents a week, 66 cents a week. Look at the yield, 71%. Total return is 90%. Better if you don't reinvest the distributions. But yeah, you can get 71% and positive total return. Depends on the underlying. This is Robinhood. Since this fund launched, Robinhood's gone up. So number 8, down from number 7, is another Robinhood fund from YieldMax. Everyone hates YieldMax, right? This is HOOY. Averages 60 cents a week. That is a 66% annualized return and a 101% annualized total return. So it's gone up in price and it's paying. Number 7, up from number 8, is another YieldMax fund on Palantir, PLTY, PlayT. I do own this one, by the way. This is one of my best performers as far as total return. I did not buy it at inception, so my numbers are different. 65-cent average, 67% annualized yield, 118% if you reinvest, 89% if you don't. I average those two, it's 104%. So yes, for you YieldMax haters, you can. YieldMax is not evil. Number 6, remaining at number 6 is YBMN. It's a Defiance BMNR covered call strategy. Averages 31 cents a week. Annualized yield is 66%. Total return is a 108% annualized total return. Again, newer fund, so the total return is not 108%. That's on an annualized basis. It's definitely positive. All right, up from number 9 to number 5. Another YieldMax fund, Chippy. Most people hate YieldMax, but they don't hate Chippy. I like both, but this has been a great fund. And look at their payments. 44 cents, 44 cents, now 50 cents. I believe that paid yesterday. 46-cent average, 41% annualized yield. And this is not a single stock. This is, chips, a basket of chip stocks. 41% annualized yield. Total return, 110%. Annualized. 117 if you reinvest, 104 if you don't. Love Chippy. All right, so number 4 down from number 3 is another Rex Shares, Growth and Income, on Eli Lilly, LLII. 14-cent average. Last one was a little weak. They went from 17 cents to 16 cents. Then this week, 8 cents. They pay on Wednesdays, declare on Mondays. So we'll see what the next one is. But that's a 25% yield and a massive total return, 114% if you average they're both pretty close, with and without reinvest. Up from number 4 to number 3, Roundhill Gold Miners, GDXW. Gold's on a tear, and this fund will follow it. Averages 56 cents a week, 47% annualized yield, total return, 161% annualized total return. That one's better if you do reinvest them. Number 2, Remaining at number 2, Roundhill Google Fund, GOOW. I do own this. Averages 53 cents a week, 38% annualized yield. And this is why I bought it, not for the yield. I mean, I love the yield is great. This is one of my anchors. Some of them are calling it the yield pyramid, where you make your base, solid funds. I love Google, very bullish on Google. It's a Mag 7. So I do own quite a bit of this. Total return with reinvestment, which I do, 182% annualized. Without, 162. The average of the two, 172. And number 1, remaining at number 1, is Curve Silver Fund, KSLV. Pays monthly. Do I have that in for monthly? I think I do. Yeah, okay. They pay 51 cents a month. With Curve, they are the most consistent with their payments. This one's paid 50 cents, 50 cents, 55 cents. In fact, let me show you Curve real quick here. I've got the Curve funds. I only own the silver one. But K yield, 16.5 cents last 3 weeks. KQs, 45, 41, 41. K gold, 30, 30, 30. Their Apple fund, 25, 25, 25, so on and so forth. Every single one of them. So I like that. If you want a consistent payment, the yield will change with the price, but I like that about them. They're the only one that does it that way. So anyway, the annualized yield is 16%. Total return with reinvestment, 224%. Why? Because silver. Silver's run. I'm running with it. Silver's running with it. So I do reinvest that for now. We'll see what happens with silver. Is it at the top? Maybe. Is it going to run for another 6 months, a year? Who knows? But that's why we're in these markets. Great time to be an investor for sure. So that's the list. Let me know what you think. Hit the like. I appreciate that. Remember, none of this is financial advice. Do your own research. Consult with a financial advisor. This is my research. I just like to share it with you guys. This is what I'm thinking, what I'm buying, and what I own. I tell you what I own, and just share it with you because I like to talk about it. Anyway, have a great day. Let me know what you think. Subscribe if you don't, so you can get the rest, all my videos. I try to do one every day, but I don't usually do it on Tuesdays. Tomorrow, I'm thinking we'll talk about some options maybe. I'm going to do another option trade on Monday. Thinking about it. We'll talk about it tomorrow. Have a great day.